What's up, everyone? I'm Christopher and I just booked a movie. So I decided to start vlogging and kind of take you along the journey of how I prepare for the role. I've never vlogged or done anything like this in my life, so please don't roast me if this sucks. I promise I'll get better. A little bit of background before we jump into the video. I've been acting for about 5 to 6 years now. Feels like 2 to 3 years with COVID and the union strikes. The industry has changed quite a bit since I've started out, which wasn't too long ago, but nepotism has really taken over, which I know it's always been in the industry, but boy, it feels like it's a little extra now. Which I can't be mad because I would use it too, but it makes it a lot harder for people like me who don't have an in at all. Social media also seems to be playing a factor in this industry a little bit more than it ever has, which kind of sucks, but I figured it wouldn't be a bad idea to start building a following and, have it in the side of my pocket just in case I need it. Let's see what else. I just left my agency recently because I felt like I needed to take a bigger step forward in my career, and nothing bad about that agency. I just felt like we were not on the same paths. So if anyone has a good agency slash managers, send them down below because I desperately need one. But a little bit about the movie. It was originally a pilot that I booked. We filmed the episode, and then they wanted it either a full series or turn it into a movie, and they decided to go with a movie, and they asked me back. So I start filming in about a week, so let's jump in and let me show you how I prepare. So I realized the coolest and funnest parts of these vlogs I probably can't show as much because I would get in trouble for breaching contract. But I'm going to try my best to show the behind the scenes and as much of the work I do without getting in trouble. So let's try that, shall we? Pretty much what I was saying before though, it was a TV pilot I did about 2 years ago. And instead of making it into a full show, they decided to make it into a movie and asked me back. So I'm very grateful for that. It's not, high budget, top tier, blockbuster Hollywood, right? But it is something. I'm hoping it changes my life forever, kind of like how Obsession was, if you've seen that. I'm not saying it will be, but I'm hoping it is, right? Very low budgeted movie. All the actors were nobodies, and now look, all their lives have changed for the better, right? So that's what I'm hoping. Anyways, this is the script for the first day of 3 in a row for me, and then I get a little bit of break, and then I go back into filming. But day 1 is about 10 pages of dialogue for me, but it's a big scene with a lot of people, so it's gonna be a very long day, but on paper, it's only 10 pages for me of dialogue, which is fun. I'm excited to do it. But practically what I do is I read through it, highlight all my words, all the actions I portray, and then I kind of write down what my character would be feeling and what the other characters would be feeling and how to play off of it. If it's just a normal conversation, it's just like what I'm doing right now. You don't have to put much thought into it because if you do, you overthink and it looks a lot worse. I've learned that the hard way a few times. And then obviously if it's like a sad, super happy, angry moment, you have to find something in the back of your head that kind of, sparks it so you can act it out. But anyways, you're gonna see a little montage of me going over these lines back and forth. I'm probably gonna be speaking over it because, yeah, I can't show you anything. I'm sorry. Alright, so you see me going over my lines a little bit. I usually memorize about 3 to 5 lines together, and then I go back to the top to see if I can memorize them all in order and kind of work out the scene that way. And then you'll see in this video me trying to say like a 2-worded response, which I believe is like the hardest thing to do in acting because you can't really build up your emotion. So you kind of have to like get it perfect when you say one word. So if you're like me and struggle with like the 1-word responses, I feel you on a very deep level. But anyways, this is usually what I do. Now that I've probably embarrassed myself and looked super goofy without any dialogue, it's time for the gym. There is a shirtless scene in this movie for me because it's a pool scene. So I decided I wanted to set a goal for myself. And thankfully, I've already been a fitness type of workout type of guy. So the goal isn't really that unrealistic for me. It's not like they're asking me. I just wanted the goal for myself to be proud of it, right? I'll probably be doing chest, abs, and some cardio today. I did hurt myself on my lower chest like a week ago, so I do have to take it a little easy. So don't rush me if I'm not lifting, 300 pounds or anything, okay? I gotta take it easy before I set myself back even more. But anyways, we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna show you a few of my workouts that I do, and yeah, go from there. All right, here we are at the gym. I'm gonna do my best to get like the best camera angles because I don't have any equipment, so I'm just gonna wing it. Usually do 3 to 4 sets of each workout. I'm just probably gonna show one of each because I don't want this video to get super repetitive. So yeah, pretty much just one of each thing. You'll see what I usually do, but just know I'm doing about 3 to 4 sets of them. Taking it a bit light, like I was saying earlier, I do have a chest strain muscle, like a pull in my chest, and it hurts really bad. So I have to take it light, don't want to make it worse and set myself back even more. So yeah, chest, abs, and some cardio. I've been just doing some cardio because A, it's really good for you, and B, I really want to get back into some cardio shape because, I've been slacking over the years, so it's time to get that back and going up. Thank you to whoever invented hats because I do have to grow my hair out for this project. So I apologize if my hair looks like a hot mess sometimes. It's Vegas, it's hot, and I get lazy, but hats saved my life. So thank you, and let's jump into it, shall we? So here I am doing bench press. I usually always start my chest days out with this because I feel like it's just a good warm up for the muscles to get them active and feel not like, get them loosen up pretty much. I did 45 in this video on each side. Didn't want to go any higher because I would be so mad at myself if I hurt myself even more. These are one of my favorite workouts to do. They feel pretty good and rewarding. Yeah, 25 on each side, just a little 45-degree bench incline, and I did about 10 of these as well. So this was a workout I found online. It's really challenging, but really fun to do. I definitely recommend trying it once in a while. What you're about to see is me doing 4 different ab workouts. I don't always do the same 4, or sometimes I do more than 4. It just depends on the day. But I like to switch it up, because some abs are like one of the hardest things to commit to because it hurts and is by far one of the hardest things. So it never hurts to have a bunch of options in the rotation so you can change it up and have a little fun with it. Quick question for you guys. Are you guys a music person when you work out, or do you guys like to listen to like podcasts, radio, YouTube videos? Because recently I've been more of the YouTube podcast type of guy, but I do like my music sometimes, so I'm just interested to see who likes what. And then I ended off with walk sprints. I walk for a few minutes and then I run for a few minutes, and I just jump back and forth between the two. I really like doing this. It feels good, and like I said, I'm trying to build up my cardio, and I think this is a perfect way to do it, especially when you're on an incline. Just finished up at the gym. I tried to film as much as possible, but there were some people that came in towards the end, so I couldn't film everything because I didn't want to make it feel awkward and uncomfortable for them. But I pretty much showed everything. Probably just missed 1 or 2 workouts. That's about it. But yeah, that's probably it for today's vlog. Please let me know if there's anything you would want to see or any ideas, because I'm open to anything that would help me out in the long run for these vlogs. And like I said, first time ever doing one of these things, so if it sucked, I'm sorry. I promise I'll get better at them. But yeah, have a good day. Let me know, comment down below, like, comment, subscribe. Peace!